Welcome to actual boring business content. And I've got a day off today, I've got our child, but yeah, let me show you some things I've been buying for boring stuff, very boring stuff. I have bought some new wing mirror covers that aren't broken, even though the black's a little bit off to the van.
We can't play with the white boys because we ain't equal. Is that the story?
And a new glass for it. I'm going to fit those now because it's like driving the Hall of Mirrors at the minute. Also, I bought a torch. I've got a really big torch in the back of this van. You know the tripod ones from Duo? I've got that one because it's fucking massive and lights up like a tennis court size area. But also, I could have done with a little one last week, so I bought this little one. I think it was 40 quid. Why would anyone buy a torch that's not the torch their tools use? Look at that, it's a really good little torch, that. Obviously I'm a DeWalt fan, but why would anyone buy a torch that's not what their battery uses? Why would you not want to inspire batteries? Why would you go and buy something that needs recharging? I just don't get it. Like, just buy the torch that your brand uses. I've noticed as well a lot of people that start getting sponsored. Have you noticed everyone on Instagram is sponsored by Milwaukee now? It's the cool thing to be sponsored by, but as soon as people start getting sponsored by Milwaukee, they stop talking about Unilight because I think Milwaukee make torches and they don't like it. Also, I ran out of batteries last week, so I bought this, a battery holder. I'm going to fill that with loads of AA batteries for my test. I've ordered 20 of each of them because I had to go out to the shop and get some. It cost me an hour's work, so prepping. I've just had someone from my old company email and message me, right? They just messaged saying you're missing the place, blah, blah, piss take. And then I think what's happened is they might reply to an email that I'm part of the chain of. So they've received the auto reply from my email, which I set 3 months ago now. I've been left over 3 months yet. That reply, auto reply that I had, was a link that when you clicked on the autoplay to set a rule to play Bye 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 NSYNC. That I thought that had lasted about 6 hours for the IT department review, but apparently if anyone emails me internally or externally to my old company email address, it will respond with a YouTube link to Bye 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 NSYNC. Loads of people are messaging me about the battery organiser I put there this morning. Yeah, this is a different one. This is the one I keep in my house. This is the bigger one. If you're excited by the one I showed earlier, you'll be excited by this. So just Amazon, battery organiser, battery case, battery something, and these come up. Oh yeah, I mean this needs stocking up. This has got them all in, look. I've got some D-cells for your mum's dildo. Actual, this genuinely now, this is serious, you know, it might not sound like it, yeah, actual business content. Probably my myself employed as well. This is genuine. Don't forget when you listen to this is genuine business content. This Instagram malarkey, yeah, although it's a giggle and that, is genuinely part of my business, right? Sounds fucking weird, but genuinely it is part of my business. I get work off this medium. I engage with people because of this medium, because they like the way I operate. Which might seem a bit weird because I've also become synonymous with your mum's dildo jokes, which is what I'm going to allude to now. So yeah, so I do use this platform to get work. I do your mum's dildo jokes, and also, I know there's a few people who do social media, separate companies. I see all the work I do. All this stuff here is owned by my company. And if I want to use it in these videos, then it should be my company that makes the money. So any money I get off YouTube or any money I get off sponsoring and all that, it all goes through my one company. These are the important things that I'm not boring you. They all go through the same company, of which I'm a director, and I believe my wife's the company secretary. So earlier on today, regarding Instagram, I had a serious conversation with my wife with regard to buying some props. So obviously, to improve the standard of my mum's dildo jokes, I need to go and buy a big dildo, right? I was thinking like about a 15-inch black...
A black hole? A black hole? You mean to tell me that the man has a hole just for black people?
Massive one, like comedy one you couldn't probably really use except on someone like your mum. But I was going to go and buy one of them. So I sat down with my wife and said, look, I need to buy this dildo. But he's going to have to stay in the house. I can't keep it in the house because of the kids. The kids will be like, why is there a massive dildo in the house when they're older? And I said, I don't want to keep it at work in the office because customers might see and go, why you got a massive dildo? Although I suppose they get it. So I can hide at the works in the van or something like that. So if I crash the van, someone will find a massive dildo under the chair. But anyway, forget all that. I told her I was going to get one for the comedy jokes, right? Now, I would consider that, in the position and the use I'm going to use it for, to be a legitimate business expense. It's a prop. So therefore, it can go through the books and have the VAT claimed back off it and the tax relief back off it. Now, bearing in mind, my missus is a chartered accountant, she wouldn't respond. Like, I just asked her for some simple business advice, and she's like going, why are you being so stupid? I'm like, I'm not, it's a prop. So, on a serious business note, yeah, we're not messing around here. This isn't comedy. This isn't actual actual content me having a Google, yeah. This is serious business now. Is a massive 15-inch black rubber cock dildo, like your mum's got, a legitimate business expense? Please let me know here. Thank you. that's the silliness out of the way. Welcome to Self-Employed Blog, June. It's June the 4th. I had the day off yesterday to fix my fucking wing mirror, which ended up costing me about £63, which weren't too bad. It's not a perfect match, but it looks all right. I managed to glue it all up and fix it, so that's good. I had a little day with my little girl because it was an inset day. Anyway, I'm back in the office now, doing some invoicing, doing a quote for a job for some power meters that I'm doing. I've just been having a meeting, just had a Zoom meeting about that, and now I'm just finalising the quote, get that over to them the next hour or so. I am doing the 10 invoices I need to do for where I was last week in thingy. Although I was there for 3 days, I did 10 jobs while I was there, so I've got to divvy all them up. That's going to be a pain in the arse. I'm looking forward to that. And something else I want to cover that was in the last blog. Can't remember what it was. This will get edited out now. What was the thing? Dig the wing mirror. Oh, the training. So after I fell out with the agency, and what I did was, because I fell out with the agency, not the actual company I was working for, before I fell out with the agency, I messaged the company and says, look, this agency messed me around. I don't really think it's anything to do with you, because I really like doing your work. I enjoy working for you. I enjoy doing your courses. But the agency are basically a bunch of more professional than that. I think called them dickheads. Anyway, they went, thanks very much for letting us know. I said, I'm going to tell the agency I'm not doing any more work for them, but it's nothing to do with you. They want to now ring me today and speak to me directly, so who knows what will come of that. But I stood by my ground, and I think the company I work for have respected that. Obviously, they like what I do. They must think I'm all right. I've stood my ground against the agency fucking me around, and they've come direct, so I don't see a problem with that. The agency should have kept the ducks in a row. Anyhow, self-employed blog, here's the plan, yeah, because I fucking work in a weird way. Here's what needs to happen this week. So, I've got all the week in the office at this moment in time. I've got a load of invoicing to do, which I'm going to do tomorrow. Also tomorrow, and a bit of today, I need to get all my books put away. My tax year ended on the 31st of May. So I want to get all my books put away. There I want to end up in this box, so they go to the accountants. That gets my final VAT quarter and then my tax year done. Then, that'll clear this space so I can start sorting out the CAD computer. I've got a load of videos I'm editing today, because that's all I can be asked to do, because I want a month's worth of videos done. So 3, then this blog that I'm doing now. So that clears that up. Because I've got videos to do for Chevron on the Pell. Well, not got to do them for Chevron, but I'm going to do them because I want to do a series on that. That's happening there. And what was the other thing that's important in this video? I just want to get ahead. And I want to do a really good video that I think is going to be useful to you people. It might be one of my blogs or be additional to my blog. And that's going to be how much money have I actually earned in the past 12 months as a business. Bearing in mind that some of that I weren't self-employed working for some of that. So it's going to take quite a bit of putting together that one. So I want to free upload time by putting out some other videos that I've got, getting all my books put away so I know where I am financially, so I can deliver that so that people can understand how much money I've earned, basically. I'm going to give it all away, because you can't do a blog and not tell people like money can, so that's what I'm working on. So the crack is to get everything tied up and put together, and videos and all that, so I can just do that. And I'm having a pot noodle because I'm a sad twat. Right, so I had a meeting directly with the customer I was working for through the agency today. They don't use the agency anymore because they're messing people around. So chance I get to go direct with them, so they've sent me a massive list of training dates over, which is nicely spread all over the future months. So that's worked out quite well. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it fucking works out quite well all the time to stand your ground. You know what I mean? They could have gone, oh fuck him, we'll get someone else. Get the agency to get someone else. But they've actually gone, yeah, we like him, we want him to do some more work for us. He's been mugged up by the agency. Let's speak direct. We're on LinkedIn and stuff, and it's worked out in my favour. I mean, I don't want to go around fucking ages off. If they're a good intermediary middleman and they want to deal with the admin, that's fine. But this one didn't. So yeah, so that's nice because I like that work. It's nice work in a nice training establishment where I can tell everyone gives a fuck, and it's also the basic electrical course they do tends to get a lot of like people from factories and mechanical, and I enjoy teaching it because they're very keen to learn. So it's just a nice course to be doing. I also like doing a safe isolation course to do. I like doing 2391s. I really enjoy doing 18th edition because I'm fucking weird. And I think they've got another couple of courses I want to teach. So yeah, worked out really well. That, but like I say, doesn't always work out really well. You take your risk that you fuck around factors line. You don't want to be fucked around by someone. They might replace you. But in this case, they've come to me and says work for you, so that's good. And then we had another meeting about the meter project that I'm doing, which may or may not appear on here on my LinkedIn because I've got to do like a load of prep, fit the meter and start. So yeah, that's going through. Like I think the price is in for that now. That cost is done. We've dotted the T's and crossed the I's. I've gone to the customer, gave them a price per metre, per site, whatever you like, because I work it out. I could do a whole video on quoting, but what I don't do is I don't fucking count every penny and every washer. I look at the job as a whole, then I've costed it based on, like, I've picked a good value, which it was per pair of meters, and I've priced it on that. They then asked me to do it per meter, so divided by 2. Did a bit of jiggery poker on my lodgings and that. It's all over the country. Some are lodged, some I don't. Some I have to do things, some I don't. But I've averaged it all out, which maybe is a good way of doing it, maybe it's a bad way of doing it. Who knows? But yeah, good productive day in the office. But I have spent a whole day in the office and I've made nothing. Although future earnings have been assured. And I want you to be down there today, but I'm going to be down there tomorrow. So I've got a lot of invoices to do. So yeah, not every day is an earner, but the days that aren't earners can earn you money in the future. So it's a bit of a long, boring one for the start of the month, but we'll see how we go. I've noticed, just to quickly add, that when I edit these back, I watch the whole month, and I'm like, fucking hell, was that only a month ago? Things have changed a lot since then, so who fucking knows? We'll see. See you later. Hey, self-employed blog. Just to give you an idea about how stuff can change, yeah, because it can change so quickly and annoy my missus' calendar. Yesterday I was on about the fact that I've got the teaching back. The company that I do the teaching for want to take me on direct. So last night they sent me a big old spreadsheet of all the courses they want, and I sat there and plotted them in my calendar and gave them a yes, a no, or a maybe. I was just about to send it anyway, my lad was kicking off. And I put it down for a bit just to finish it off. And I've just worked out that I've got a 3-day gap this week, which is nice. So I was in the office yesterday, I was going to finish it off. Got a 3-day gap next week, then I'm pretty much busy. I was like, well, these days off will be nice. Then I get a call from my mate Callum, who's my old apprentice, who's doing a job at Notts County. They're doing a fan zone for the company who the Forest Audio for. They've pulled forward the opening date of that to the first game of the Euros. It was meant to be the first England game, now it's the first game of the Euros. So there's a rush on now. So he's like, can you come tomorrow? So tomorrow, so he basically wants me there tomorrow. All the days I've got spare, including the weekend, he wants me for. So just like that, bosh, you've gone from nothing for the next 8 days to 8 days work. As it is, I'm not going to do the 8 days because at the weekend I'm away with a TA. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, literally gone from like this big massive gap, got to get all my invoicing done, finish my books and my accounts off, to fucking chocker. Then next week I'm away on a 2391. So yeah, that's how quickly it changed. I won't start telling you about next week because that's what I'll tell you next week. But it just flips. Self-employedness, you've got to be fluid, and luckily my missus is really fluid, and we've got ways of making it work. Like I've just dropped our lad off at nursery, stuff like that, to make life easier for her because I'm going out to work. But yeah, you've got to be fluid, you've got to be flexible, you've got to jiggle it round, and you've got to fill the gaps. And now, I'm talking now, like, I ain't done the financials thing yet. I'm going to struggle to get it done now because of the fucking length of this work I've got. But, in fact, I'll do the financials thing while I'm away next week on 2391. But, it's just like, it just flips bonkers. You've got a note, then you've got a load. Sorry if you ain't got a load, but your time will come, you know what I mean? Keep pushing. By financials in that bit as well, I'm going to do a video on what I've earned. Obviously, it's my tax year. People probably hear me going about being down the office, like, what are you fucking standing in the office for? Like, it's the end of my tax year, my books that you're putting in. I'd rather just get them done, get them together, get them put in. So I'll start that now, and by the end of the month, everyone will pay me that's owed me from that tax year. I'll just get them in, and I ain't got to worry about it. They're not all taking room in the space. And also, I'm going to take my books apart, I'm going to sanitise them with the figures in. I'm going to tell you what I've earned in the last year. I'm going to tell you what I spent last year, because I don't log that anymore, but I'll go into that in that video. But don't think it's fair to a self-employed blog and not talk about the financials, because at the end of the day, I can tell you all the ins and outs and bits and bobs, but you also want to know about the money, don't you? Well, just for the flip side of it, just a little early teaser bit, last month I just about did what I was earning PAYE at Conrad at my last firm, so that's good. And this month already on, assuming all book work goes ahead, which I think it will, I will far exceed it. I'll probably be halfway through the month, I'll be beyond my earnings there. So that's fucking great. I'm not sure exactly how I'm filled out for the month, but yeah, obviously still, don't get me wrong, like, still expensive to come out of that, you know what I mean? But how do you quantify it? How do you quantify it against each other? So I suppose you've got to work it out. But yeah, I'll do the maths on it. Or maybe I'll do a month this month where I do it, I don't know. But if you're not getting there, if the work's not good, you've got to keep pushing, get your name around, do a good job, get a reputation. I'm afraid, like I say, one thing I can't help you with is, although I've spent the last 5 years doing PAYE, I have been doing this for 20 years. And I'm not on here trying to bill you big balls that I've got all this work because I've just got self-employed 6 months ago. I'm trying to give you the benefit of my experience. And unfortunately, my experience is I've been doing this a while and I've managed to rekindle contacts. So I can't help you with that. But I can only try and explain to you what I've been doing. So yeah, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm fucking giving it the big one, but these are just people I know that have got work and I've got back in with them, and you've got to find those people, I'm afraid. It's the 6th, so don't know where I'm at with this, so I always do a bit, see where I'm at. I had note on what day was it? This is not going well. Hang on. I had note on anyway. And my mate, they've got. We're doing the Notts County. It's called the Nest. It's like their fan zone. So we're doing that anyway. I had nothing on the 3 days this week. I was just lulling it around down the office, doing some video. I got a bit of stuff to do for Chevron on that. Some videos I've been meaning to catch up on that. And this county job come through. I was like, we need hand. We're a bit behind. The old job's a bit behind. Can you get in there? I'll probably put some B-roll over this because by the time this comes out, it will have opened. Obviously, I can't show my Instagram at the minute because it's like a bit of a surprise. They like to keep them things to themselves. So probably be a bit of B-roll what it looks like. Maybe when it's done. But I've just fucking been back on a proper contracting site with other trades. I haven't done that for a fucking long time. And I've spent most of my day sat at a bench making off little tiny piddly connectors. I think there's about fucking 50 lights in there, and everyone needs power in, power out through these things called power locks, and DMX in, DMX out, which is what controls the lights and stuff like that, as well as speed cable. I've just been making up tons of terminations basically. Bench is good. I've got a little chair, but it's a little wrong right height, so I've literally coming home both these nights absolutely fucking shagged. I forgot how hard it is working on a proper contract inside. Maybe I'm used to going on sites where it's just me doing technical stuff, but it's been interesting. Some good people on there. Someone actually recognised me, which was a bit weird. Nice guy though, good firm on there, on electrical, and from Nottingham. Been around a long time, so he was nice. I was chatting to someone who actually likes what you do. I'm waiting for that day where I meet someone and they go, "You're a fucking cockhead," and try and hit me. But I suppose as long as I keep going, that day will come. But yeah, squeeze the work in, and it'll be a nice earner because I'm away this week. I'm away this month. No, I'm not. Fucking what I'm on about. I'm away in August. So problem is, I had stuff planned in, but you've got to be fluid, ain't you? I think I might have said this already. I had to fucking change what I was doing and get in there. Now it's left me all squidged up with no time, but I'm sure it'll come together. The van's in next Thursday for repair, so not repair, for servicing. So fucking I'm tired, keep fucking up. But van's in for servicing next Thursday, so I can use that day at home to just get all my shit, all my invoices, everything up to date, get me admin up to date, and then hopefully a week after that I'll be able to get down the office and square my books away, which is what I was doing. I think on this blog, that's not got done, so it's nice having the office because you can just leave that and come back to it. But yeah, that's just a little bit. I think this might be a load of bollocks, but we all know by now, if you're watching this, it's fucking very boring. But yeah, that squeezing that work in, and I left the office how I want to find it, not the next day, but when I come back. So no one else is in there, so I'll pick all that up. But yeah, fucking hell, take it as it comes, don't you? I think that last bit was bollocks, but I've sort of got my head together now. I've had a couple of bananas, fucking put myself up with a bit of water. What I was going to say is, and what I didn't say was, I can't sustain this level of work. We're doing fucking 12-hour days down there. Back in the day, I'd have smashed that out. And I'm sure there's loads of young sparkers that aren't watching, it's so fucking boring, but they can smash it out. When I was younger, I could smash it out. I can't smash it out anymore. I'm not as fit as I was, although I'm trying to get back there. But having 2 kids now, but yeah, smashing out 12-hour days like this, I am aching. I'll go to bed tonight aching, I'll wake up tomorrow aching because I've been at a bench, fucking dragged myself around cherry picks and that. So I'm glad that I've got a bit more technical, so I can do jobs that are less strenuous, even if the day is long, the strenuous in there. So that's a bit of advice. Always be moving towards that, because when you get older, I'm 42, and I'm feeling it now, I have got options, I don't have to do fucking strenuous work a lot of the time. But it's nice to go back and do it and prove I can still do it to myself. But yeah, fucking hell, I fucking ache. So yeah, I'll always be moving up the ladder, because if I fucking have to do this every day, this was the end, this was all I did, I'd be fucking shagged, mate. My fucking body'd fall apart. But yeah, it's nice to get back into it. And there's something else I was going to put in, which I'm now going to pause until I think about what it is. Oh, I'll bank some good money this month. This will be a good little earner. This will pay for me in August to be off for the 2 weeks I'm off. I'm probably going to sideline that. I'll definitely earn more than I was on my firm this month. And also, I've been sidelining quite a bit of money, so I can maybe do a bit less when it comes to winter. That who wants to come back late? I don't want to come back late now, to be honest. But yeah, fucking self-employed, mate. I'm sure something else was going to say. I'm going to have to heavily edit this bullshit, or maybe I'll just make you watch it because it is a bibbling ramble. But yeah, always make sure you're climbing that greasy pole, because it's great to do a bit more technical stuff. It's a bit more of this and a bit less of this. But obviously, it's nice to use this just in case. Well, so you don't die, basically, of fucking, I don't know, some disease that fucking is from not moving around and exercising. But yeah, I don't want to be over like this every day, though. Late like this every night, though. Hello, self-employed blog. It's Saturday the 8th, which is fast becoming me talking in my van blog about fucking shite, because I told you it's boring. I'll probably be interjecting this now with some footage of a job I've been on, which is unusual for this blog, but it works because we're working at Notts County's fan zone, which they're trying to get open for the Euros, which I think starts next Thursday or Friday. I think it starts next Friday, that could be wrong. But I've not been able to put a lot of work up on Instagram, which I like to do, or anything, because I've been so busy there getting it ready, because they're running around trying to get it all ready. And quite rightly with this stuff, when we did County's ground, I couldn't put anything up because it's a surprise for the fans, because they're quite a good, I like Notts County, they're quite a family orientated club. And they're quite as in the whole family, all of them, the club and you and all that. So they don't like stuff getting out, because quite rightly, they want it to be a surprise. It's their big gig. So I'll probably have to put some footage over it now, because by the time this blog comes out, this fan zone will have opened, so it'll all be thing. But it's been a good little job. I am working on a Saturday though. I've been I got rang up to do it. Can I come and give my dig out on Tuesday? Then did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday till fucking 8 o'clock every night, virtually. Saturday to get it done. I'm meant to be away with the TA this weekend as well, which is a shame. I'm just trying to get back into that, because I'm an electrical engineer for the army, believe it or not. They don't mind me saying stuff about your mum's dildo, so I've had to bin that off, unfortunately. But the thing about jobs like this is like the county one, like working for Forest, like doing this fan zone, locally, they're quite big jobs, like they get talked about in the press and stuff, and it's nice just to be able to say, oh, I was on that job. So I know I go on the podcast, go, oh yeah, I've worked there, done that, and everyone's like, oh, you fucking big balling bullshitter. The thing is, when this type of job comes along, I don't turn it down, because effectively, because it's so different, it's interesting, and it gets stories out of it. So when I went to work down the mine, for example, I'll put some footage out if you want, or some pictures. When I went to work down the mine, I took the job because it was fucking interesting. For me personally, and also it's a good thing to have on your CV. Mining's not a big job. There's not a lot of people in it. Not a lot of people can say they've been and worked down a mine. And I took that even though the money was shite, because I wanted to say I'd been down there and done it, because it's just got really unique things happening down there. So I never turned down a prestige job. That's probably one of the reasons why I've got so many fucking shitty stories, because I never turn them down, because they're good for the CV. So people go, oh, going to the fan zone at County, yeah. Oh, I did that, did the light and stuff there, and did some of the sound stuff there, yeah, working for the firm I work for. So I never turned down a prestige job. So unfortunately, I've had to bin my weekend away with the TA off this weekend and go and finish off there. I think I'm back down there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, those prestige jobs locally, they've got a bit of whack behind them, or anything that's a bit out of the ordinary or a bit strange. One, you're going to learn. Two, you're going to earn, which are my main criteria. Three, you're going to get a bit of a story out of it. It's quite interesting. It gets a bit of local news, and it's like I say, it's just good one to have on the CV. So I don't turn down anything like that. Not saying it's bad money. This is good money, but they just got that prestige to them, and I think people like to hook onto a bit of that, and it looks good. So I suppose that's a bit of a business bit of advice, isn't it? Yeah. So off we go down there today. Also, I'm busy. We've got a lot on. I've got work next week, most of it. The van's in for service. I'm going to our little girl's fucking school trip on the Friday to help out, just to help out there, so maybe all the other mums and dads don't think I'm such a fucking raving ball bag. And then the week after that, I'm teaching down in Thatcham, which hopefully I'll go and get some footage of and do some other bits of video down there, because that location, I took that job because Thatcham's right near an old RF base that I want to go and get some footage of. It'll just be interesting to talk about infrastructure down there. The unfortunate bit is, I'm paying for an office, I'm fucking not seeing it for about a week, and I won't see it for about another week. And I've got my books to finish off, but again, the job's prestige. It's good, it's a 2391. I'm really looking forward to getting back into a 2391 and teaching one. I think it's a real test of your teaching capabilities to not just do a 2391, but to teach one. I've really sharpened my pencil on that. Missed out on that 18th edition of the week. I really want to teach that because, again, it's just a good opportunity for me to sharpen my pencil, because when you're teaching, you get asked anything, and I enjoy that thrill of being asked something and like can I answer it. Have I got the knowledge and expertise and skill to answer it? So I'm looking forward to that 2391, and I absolutely fucking think testing is essential to know how to do properly, and I enjoy being the person that instills that kind of attitude about that, being good at it and knowing what you're doing into people. So I'm looking forward to that. So good few weeks of work up ahead. Not great for content and this, but sometimes, like, if someone offers you a conduit job, doing a load of metal pipe, but the money's not so good, I suppose the crack is, do you take it? Because one, the money might not be so good, but to keep your hand in on conduit and just have a little bit of a reskill and just go back and sharpen your pencil on how you do that is sometimes worth taking the pay cut, and that's what I'm trying to get across. Like, sometimes the job is worth more than the money you'll get, because when someone does actually do some conduit, like, yeah, I'm fucking loads of it. So the testing one, I don't do much testing, but I do get asked questions on it, and just to go there and be put out, I like being put out of my comfort zone. I do. I like going somewhere in a bit of a wing and see if I can get through it, because that is what keeps you sharp, and being sharp is what engineers are and what stands you out for the rest of the people. And saying you can teach a 2391, like when someone goes to me, have you got your 2391? I go, I teach a 2391, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's still a bit of a, all right, know what you're doing, do you? Obviously, you're at complete will of the feedback you get and the reviews you get online, which I've got some good ones, so I like that challenge, although it doesn't leave much room for error. So I ask you a trick question, you get it wrong, does it? But we shall see how we go on that. Yo, self-employed blog, I have finished my little job at the county project, the Notts County Fan Zone. It's called The Nest. I've realised that this will be going out after it, so I'll put all the details and show you some pictures of it, because I can, because it will have been open by this point. But yeah, I've done all the lighting there, so someone else has screwed all the lighting up. I think there's like 7 rows of lights, 7 beams. Each beam had 8 lights on it, and each light had 4 plugs, 2 power, 1 male, 1 female, and 2 DMX. Which are on XLRs, 1 male, 1 female. I made off every single fucking one, made off every single cable at my sweatshop bench, put them all in, and I got done. And the guy's like, because you need me tomorrow. I was like, no, I don't need you, should have got done so quick. So yeah, but that's a nice backhanded compliment, isn't it, that? Like, I've employed you for 6 days. I've employed you, he said like, might have 6 days out of it. I did it actually in fucking 5 days. So now I get a couple of days to myself in the week spare, which is nice. And at the end of the day, what do you want to do? Do you want to drag every job out for the amount of time the person's allocated for it? Or do you want to be known as the guy that goes in, smashes out jobs to a high standard and then fucks off? I know which one I'd rather be. I'm the guy that fucks up, smashes things up and fucks off. No, that's wrong. I'm the guy that goes in, gets it sorted out, smashes it out, gets it done properly and goes. Anyway, that's given me a free day. I just put on my Instagram to that. If you ever want to get some more work and you're self-employed, just book a day out at Old Town, something like that, or just book anything. I was going to go and get my hair cut today, I'm getting a bit of a mop on, and go and get some admin done around the office, but now someone's rang me about a fucking motor, before he's rang me about a motor, so I've got to go and sort this lathe out. Then I might get my hair cut, hopefully, and then I might get out of the office. If not, I'm going to roll that into tomorrow. I've got a nice little week this week, not much going off. Just got cards yesterday. Today I'm going to do some admin bits and fucking personal admin, like my haircut and all that shit, go and get this fucking lathe done. Tomorrow I've set aside to catch up with all my invoicing and stuff like that, and get the office tidied up and all back to square one. Thursday I'm just around the house doing house things. I've got a garage to clean out, tools to clean out, I've got test boards in there, I need to finish that part of my motors course that's still not happening, because it's just taking forever to get stuff sorted out. So I'm going to go into the garage on Thursday, give it a good clean out, get all the stuff that belongs to the office back to the office. And then Friday, I'm going on my little girl's school trip as like a helper. So I'm just going to get down there and be like, your fucking mum's doing this. No, but yeah. Also, my mate wants me to do some feeder pillars, which I'll be squeezing them in because next week I'm on a 2391 course down south all week. So that's going to be no work. So I need to pump a video out for this weekend, which is not this one. And then down there in the evenings I'll be able to pump the other ones out, or maybe get a load of footage made into videos to take the pressure off some pump. Yeah, that's my plan. I like to have a little plan, and now I've set it out loud and set it on stone. What'll happen is someone will come and fuck it all up for me. Back, done that project I was on, done all the lighting, and now I'm going to look at a starter. Don't starter. Might do some actual electrical content later, I don't know, but yeah. Has anyone got this as well? It's June, but it keeps raining. What the fuck is going off? Where is summer? It better fucking turn up. But yeah, I'm back out in the sunshine that there isn't any of, because I've finished working in the sweatshop and putting the lights up a day early, which was nice, because now I get to... Oh well, I was going to go and spend some time in the office. Why is it self-employed? You plan to do something for yourself or in your office, or just to get some shit done, then you just get more work. If you're self-employed, the secret to keeping getting work is to just plan to do something, like, I don't know, go to fucking Alton Towers, and I guarantee you 30 people will ring you up asking for your services. I don't mind working away if the money's right. I've got to work where if the money's right, yeah. I want paying a decent rate for working away, and I also want to stop somewhere that's reasonably decent. That's not, I mean, not like fucking 5-star. I'm a big player, but not that much of a big player. But I want to stop somewhere that's reasonably decent, and I want feeding and watering to a reasonable standard. So nothing untoward, but also I'd like to make enough money. Why is this in 4:3 ratio? Hang on. Took us back to the fucking 1990s about video ratio. Anyway, don't mind working where the money's right. Also, I don't mind working away if you're a good customer. When I go up to Scotland, they're a good payer. They call me in, they get them to do something they need to do, and they pay me, so that's fucking fair enough. This customer is a training customer. Most of the work I do for them is in Leicester, but they need a hand down here, so I'll go and give them a dig out, yeah? I don't mind giving a dig out, but what I don't want to be is one of them people that works away all the fucking time, because like tonight, I'm walking around New Racecourse just want to do. I couldn't give a fuck about looking around this racecourse. I did go to Green and Common the past 2 nights and have a good nose around there for about 4 or 5 hours, which I've always wanted to do, which I enjoy. So that was a bonus coming down here. But that was the first 2 days. And now I'm fucking walking around a racecourse with nothing fucking better to do. Anyhow, tangent, let's get back onto one of the things that makes me feel sad about working away. So a few years ago, I did a job at BAE Systems in Barrow-in-Furness, where they make secret nuclear underwater boats. And I don't know if you've seen it. I'll put some B-roll up there, because I told you a story today, yeah? The Weatherspoons that's in Barrow-in-Furness is the fucking longest and biggest Weatherspoons I've ever been in my life. You literally walk past the doorway there, see your mate, and then you're walking for another fucking 150 metres up the road so you can get in the door and walk back. It's like a 300 metre round trip to go and see your mate. Anyhow, it is full of blokes in there, working away, grafting the nuts off, drinking 3 pints every night and having a mixed grill. So I would call that giving yourself fucking heart disease. Maybe if you graft in a day, you're not going to get heart disease, but if you sat around an office fucking around, you're going to give yourself heart disease and whack yourself to an early grave. So yeah, that's what it used to be like. And then I used to speak to some people there, and working there, they had fucking asses down south and up north and all over the place, like 2 or 3 hours away. And all they did was travel there on the fucking Sunday night or the Monday morning, work there till fucking Friday morning, shoot home, go and see the missus for a couple of hours, and then fucking turn around and do it all again. Anyway, I was up there on a fixed job, but they offered me to stay a bit longer and do some work, and I was like, don't think I'm fucking interested. The money was good. And I thought maybe it'll be worth doing it for the money so that I can just get the money in the bank. And then, this is what did me. I spoke to a guy, he's like, I've got to go home at the weekend, it's going to fucking do me nothing. My missus is buying a new house. I was like, oh yeah, what are you doing, downsizing or something? He's like, no, we're buying a 5-bedroom. I thought, oh, fair enough, can you afford to buy a new one? He's like, no, we don't need a bigger house. The kids have left home, gone to university and all that stuff. They're fucking proper gone, like houses a lot, never coming back. It's like, what are you buying a fucking new house for? He goes, oh, the missus has bought it, and now she's picking curtains and soft furnishings and all this bollocks. And I said, how much was the house? He's like, spent another 50 grand. So he spent another 50 grand on his house, yeah? Plus all the stamp duty and all that bollocks and all that fucking rot that goes along with it. And I says, well, what's going on for the weekend? She goes, oh, it's all going through and that. He goes, but she's going to want to go and buy soft furnishings and cushions and all that shit. And I stood there and I thought, Do you know why your missus is buying a bigger house? Do you know why she's buying cushions and all that bollocks? She's doing it to fucking entertain herself because you're not there. So she's going to spend 50 grand of your money. Let's spread that over 2 years and say 20 grand on soft furnishing. She's going to spend 75 grand of your money on moving into a house that you know don't have to move out of soon because you don't need a fucking 5-bedroom house, and she'll be bored. Then she'll still keep spending money on fucking wallpaper and painting and decorating and all that bollocks, yeah? And I thought, you know why she's spending that? Because her husband's working away all the time. So if he didn't work away and worked a little bit more locally and was around a bit and they went out a little bit more, he could probably save himself 70 grand. So he could work for 35 grand a year less. So even if he was on 70, 80 grand there, he could go and get a 50 grand job locally, keep his wife happy, and not have to spend that more money. And that was the point where I realised that working away is an absolute fucking dog shit way to be. If you go and do it in stints or you go and do jobs, it's great, but being in that constant trudge of working away and your missus being at home, and at best she's buying soft furnishings and new houses, and at worst she's shagging the milkman, is not what I want to do. So it's Wednesday now, and I'll be absolutely glad to get home on Friday, spend a week at home. The job next week on the Scotland job is a bit more of a stint. We go up there and we get fucking stuck in 12 hours. I have to come walking around racecourse and that. We go up there, we work, and then we sleep and go back again. And we'll just ram it into as many days as we can. But yeah, I do not want to be, when you're younger it's all right, you can get yourself about a bit and go and fucking see some place and stuff like that. But being married with fucking kids, being away from them, to be fair, it's absolute bollocks. Hello, self-employed blog. I am on my way to do the podcast. It's the Sunday night, 23rd, getting near the end of the month. I was away all last week teaching, as I would alluded to in this thing, yeah. Fucking massive respect, like, for anyone who was working away all the time, because all I've done is, before I went away on Sunday night, my boiler packed up, I had to clean the heat exchanger out. So while I was away, I ordered the bits to fix it, a new heat exchanger, one of the things that catches all the crap in your central heating system, yeah. But to do it, there was loads of shitty old, like, metal style cabinets with solid backs in the way. So while I was away, I bought some racking for the garage. It's a bit more user friendly, so I can catalogue my tools better and get them out quicker. But all the stuff's turned up. I ordered loads of stuff while I was waiting to do my admin. And the one good thing I've got to say is, right, is because my business admin's been so good, it hasn't really been a struggle. But what has been a struggle is, when I got back this weekend, like, by business admin, I mean, the stuff I need for next week is ready. I'm going to collect that now. And the stuff I need for last week's ready is going to get swapped over. But because all my business admin's good, that's all there. But if you work away full time, this is the fucking trudge you have to do. I don't work away full time, but I know people do, yeah. Fair play to their wives that look after their kids and shit while they're away, because you can end up coming back for the weekend, doing your washing and going again. And I do not want to do that, although for the next 3 weeks, I sort of am, although I'm home every night next week. Because it's just all piled up into an onslaught of a weekend where I'm trying to get loads of shit done, and it's just not happening. So at least it was all good admin, but I've still got to fix my boiler. So every night this week I've got to get in to get my house sorted out, because fucking hell, man, that domestic admin, that takes up a lot of your time when you're self-employed and you're working away. Like, I've got books to do this week, I've got all sorts to do this week, so I'm up against it this week. I'm not fucking, I sound like I'm doing a Bob Geldof style charity case, but my accounts need to go before the end of this month. So I need to go down to the office some night next week and do that. But yeah, it's fucking onslaught. Fair play to you people that work away all the time, because all that shitty admin you've got to do around your house, putting the bins out, tidying stuff up, fixing things that are broke, you've got to do that the weekend, and then that affects what time you're spending with your kids. And I just fucking can't be arsed with it, to be honest. So more local work is the thing I want to do, but unfortunately, I'm going to tell you what comes along, ain't you? But yeah, it's just been a bit of an onslaught this weekend. Been a nice weekend as well, and my garden's not really ready for the summer. And it's summer solstice, so yeah, I'm having a bit of a moan. I don't know, maybe I'll come back with this a bit more positive. But yeah, fair play to anyone that works away all week. Fair play to the wives that look after those people that are doing that all week. Because then when you get back home, you just got to fucking turn your washing around and go again. That is not for me. It's just turned out like I've got a couple of weeks away, and it feels like that, but fuck that. So just to clarify, last week I was teaching all week in Thatcham, which I enjoyed, 2391, I like that. I went down on a Sunday night because there weren't a podcast. But had there been a podcast, I wanted to do the podcast and go down there. Next week, tomorrow onwards, I'm teaching in Leicester, so I'll be getting home for about 4:30 at night, but the office is on the way back, so I'll go down there and get a load of shit done some nights, as well as trying to get my house sorted out. The week after that, I'm going to Scotland again for at least 4 days. I'm trying to give myself a day there to get fucking wrapped up around the office. So when you're working away, you can get some admin done, but you just can't get a lot of it done. There's just stuff you need to be in the office or at your house for. The week after that, I'm on the SMSTS, the manager's one, the 5-day one. That's just fucking fell into the wrong place where I didn't really want it. Again, I'll be able to come past the office when I'm doing that and just have a bit of time and then get done. So hopefully by the time I finish that STMS or whatever it's fucking called course, the house will be sorted out, the office will be sorted out, the books will be in, and I'll be starting from scratch. But that is like 3 weeks away, so I'd rather get it all done straight away, but you can't do that, can you? Because you can't turn the work down. So much as I'd love all my admin to be put together, bed, I've just got to appreciate it's going to take me 3 weeks to get there, which is a little bit annoying, but that's one of the things I struggle with being self-employed, is like, I can't just do it now, so I'm working tomorrow, so yeah. So hopefully, by that time then, in the next month's blog, I'll be saying, yeah, everything's squared away, my house is tidy, I'll be getting stuff ready for my holiday, going away in the caravan and that, and it'll be done. But yeah, you can't always do your admin, can you? Sometimes you're fucking up against it because you're grafting and people ring it with last minute stuff in it. It just is what it is, but it's fucking really hard to have stuff you want to get done that you can't get done, but you've got to go and earn the money, ain't you? It's anyone that's self-employed will get it, but it's so hard to explain how annoying that is. So yeah, you know when people are saying like, oh, you do loads of money, you got loads of money, this is the side of it they don't see. When you fucking, I used to work here all the time. For an office, this was, before I got an office upstairs in the house, before my missus used to work here, sprawling my paperwork out over the fucking kitchen side, because I ain't got enough space in my office to put all the different piles in. But yeah, this obviously this side of fucking Grafton don't see. But before, my missus used to sit here every fucking night and do the same shit. But yeah, I've got to get all these bad boys together for the accountants. The account cunt. Self-employed blog, that's bumpy. The month is coming to an end. It's the end of the month at the weekend, I think, like that. So this will be going out the week after. Not much to report. I'm going to spend this last week training. One of the other things is I spent the last week training, but I've got a fucking load of stuff to do because I was away. Because I was away for a week training, I've got a load of shit to do. But my tax year end is due. My tax year end was the 31st of March, so I'm trying to get that fucking finished off. That's also the end of a VAT quarter that needs to go in. Then there's a problem that my bank statements never really come till the end of the month, and I have to rush around and get it all in. So I'm just trying to get all that done. Because it's the year end, I like to put them in at the end, and that's it. They just go in. So I literally had every single invoice laid out on the kitchen side last night. I took it all over the box, laid it all out on the kitchen side. My admin's been pretty good since I've gone on my own, but maybe I slacked a bit on the admin of doing my accounts because I know I could just pick it up. Went for a massive sneeze there, yeah. Because I know I can put my accounts together, I always put them on the back burner, which is a shit thing to do. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to show you something that I do. I normally stamp them all up so I know where they are, so I can sort through them easier. I'm pretty ruthless at collecting my receipts, I know that. I always have the receipt. I just have to put them in order for the accountant. This month now, my year ends in, I'm going to do a little bit more on accounts and how I do mine. But I will say, like, it was a struggle the past couple of nights. One night, I came home with a box, laid it all out on my kitchen side, so I've got quite a big kitchen side, loads and loads of piles, realised I had loads and loads of doubles, receipts, I printed and stuff like that. Got through it, found all my doubles, put it all in, because all I do is assemble my books in line with my bank statements. I have a folder for payments in, a folder for credit card, a folder for bank payments, and I sort it all out, but it took fucking ages. But it always does every year. I don't know why I'm moaning about it. It takes ages, but I could be better at doing that. Could be more thinking doing that. Other than that, I'm just going to wheel the month out doing training. It's a nice little earner. What I did realise was, at the start of the month, this training gig got lost. I started with the video saying one of the first things to talk about is I turned up to a job for a trainer for an agency, and there's no work. I fell out with the agency. I told them not to fucking bother in future. I won't work for them again because they let me go all the way somewhere without work. The customer then came to me direct, and this week and last week I've been working direct for the customer. So that's how things can change within a month. I'm going to put my invoice in today, or did I do it last night? I can't remember. But my invoice is going today. I'll let you know how that and getting my payments out with the new customer goes, or getting money out of them goes. But yeah, start of the month I just lost a big job, or lost a load of work. And at the end of the month, I am doing it directly for them, so that's a bit of a turn up. Picked up a new customer on the other side this month, which I might go to next month. But yeah, it's been a good month. It's been hot, it's been sunny, it's been year end. There's been a lot going off, and what we'll do is we'll do it all again next month, I think. See you later. finally got my hands on his hard drive. So look inside. Yes! I fucking knew it!